us tonight. My name is Hurley. I write fiction, and I'll be reading some fiction for you. This first one is called Village Inn. The chessboard sat there on weeknights, surrounded by coffee and cigarettes, terrible pie and teenage boys. The boys would leave home for the night, unannounced to their mothers. They'd tag the train cars and later join together at the Village Inn to play chess. Occasionally, an older man who had just lost his wife or a straggler who'd taken up the bottle again would stand aside and watch. These men would remember their grandfathers, who'd taught them the rules of this very game. Past dawn, the boys would move down 3rd Street to the only high school in town. They'd take out a pencil and a few sheets of paper to draw graffiti ideas for the late night ahead. A teacher doodled equations on a chalkboard, no longer asking the boys to pay attention. No one said a word about the smells of stale coffee and cigarettes dragged in from the inn. Some nights, the old men would join the boys, competing in a game of chess or two. A filled paper bag sat next to the town drunk as he peered over the board at his opponents, eyes glazed over. The boys never took a drop from that bag. The mothers never came into the boys' bedrooms to check at night, never alarmed to see sheets emptied of sons. The latest school picture stuck to the refrigerator, replaced by the next each fall. This one is called Brunch or Something. May I please have a cup of oatmeal plain? No milk, no cream, no brown sugar, none of those little raisin things. Just oatmeal and hot water. And perhaps a small bowl of fruit on the side. She makes me sick. How would you like your scrambled? I interrupt, with lots of cheese. The scowling waiter walks away, leaving me alone with her. Here comes the part I've been dreading, listening to her talk. So, Katie, David tells me that you should be almost finished with school. What are you studying? Art, right? Do you do other things? Like, do you paint or anything? Like, do you do sculpture or drawing, or do you take pictures? I take a long sip of my hot coffee. Art history. She nods and lets out a faint, "Oh." This means that she is jogging her brain for the name of the cheap Degas print she had framed last week for her bathroom. Well, I suppose it is their bathroom now, which was our bathroom a few months ago. I fidget with the band on my watch, fastening and unfastening. I think about my last fight with David. I know why he left. I take school too seriously. He prefers her after all, fastening and unfastening. It was her idea to share breakfast this morning, not mine. She sent the invitation by way of an overly friendly email composed quite similarly to the way she speaks. Katie, hi. I am in Charleston for the weekend and was wondering if you wanted to get together for brunch or something. Let me know, would love to chat. Suddenly, she starts to cry at our table. I just can't imagine anyone doing something to me like what David and I have done to you. She sniffles a lot. My face remains stone. I do not know how to take care of people when they cry, especially not ex-husbands' new wives. I am not this woman's friend. She came to the South to rid herself of guilt. I look at her face closely and smile when I notice a flaw. She looks hideous when she cries. Thank you. This one is called Last Evening with the Belgians. Before leaving their home, I give each of them a hug goodbye. I'll have to get used to this, Caroline says, giggling with thickness on her consonants. Get used to what? I ask, curious. Am I that foreign to them? Oh, she starts, looking confused. Hugging, I suppose. Yes, Max joins. We usually kiss. In the empty space in front of him, he demonstrates 2 air kisses on the cheeks of an imaginary friend. I feel foolish. Of course they do that. I have seen it so often in films, and that is what Americans stupidly do when we want to feel more European. Of course they do that. And this last one is called Esther and the Magnolia Tree. Esther's worn out from climbing the magnolia tree, but she came here tonight to skate. I shouldn't have climbed that old magnolia tree. She throws back her head and laughs. That was a stupid thing to do. Her sister blows a bubble and it pops. Hey, it beats the gym. Esther tugs hard on her skate's laces, tying them into a perfect bow without looking. She pulls herself up on the walls of the rink. Esther hears violin concertos when she skates. She smells lemons and jasmine over the greasy pizza coming from the corner of the snack bar. A serpent girl with blonde white curls ripping down her back whips around on bright wheels. The sideline eyes dart past her toward Esther. Esther closes her eyes and drifts around an endless circle, just 1 foot in front of the other. Thank you all very much.